When you have a personal brand, Zoe, what is the difference between you and your business you? If you're tired of the old cookie-cutter marketing advice and want to take your personal brand to the next level with bold, actionable strategies that truly reflect you, you're in the right place. Let's untangle your marketing mayhem with Zoe, the video confidence coach, on the Unboring Your Brand podcast. Unboring Your Brand was recorded on Wadawurrung land. Recently, this question has been coming up a lot in my communities, in my messages, and in just the zeitgeist at large, or maybe it's just the people that I speak to. So I wanted to bring back an episode 82, Brand You versus Business You, which helps you pick apart that feeling, not knowing where you belong and not knowing that your personal brand that you're putting out there to help and serve people is still a reflection of you, but not wholly you, and it can seem a bit daunting and overwhelming. So we're going to choose one boundary and we're going to stick to it this week. And if you're a super fan and have already listened to this episode, make sure you email me and let me know you have on the original airing, and I will send you a freebie. Enjoy this episode, and I'll see you for a fresh one next week. Bye. Thank you so much to Eliza for this question, who emailed it through to me at gday, Gday, at vcc.training, or you can just check out my website and you can contact me through there, who asked me this question regarding personal branding and a bunch of other things to do with your business. Now, of course, I'm not going to give any of your details away, Eliza, but thank you so much for reaching out and asking this question of me. So, as you can imagine, Zoe, the video confidence coach, the work that you do with video marketing and personal branding, and I have a tendency in my content, if you have watched any of it, thank you so much for every view counts. But when it comes to when I talk about a brand, I do have a tendency of mushing the two together when talking about the whole umbrella thing. But when I actually think about it, and when I need to address this topic individually, your personal brand and your business brand are not the same thing. Now, of course, they are related. They have the word brand in them. And also they're related kind of like sisters. They're definitely separate people. They're definitely their own people. But they're very, very closely related. So they might hold hands. They might wear matching jumpers sometimes, usually corresponding by their parents, that parent being you. And they sometimes share Instagram accounts. But they've got totally different personalities. And in turn, they need to be treated differently within your own project, within your own brand, within your own business, within your own personal brand, I should say. Wow, I'm contradicting myself already. So we're going to be diving into the difference between the two and how to make them both shine for you without losing your mind or your voice, hopefully. So first of all, we need to check in with, when it comes to your personal brand, your face, your mannerisms, you as the person are the face of the brand. So the personal brand is you, front and center, your face, your voice, your hot takes, your opinions. It builds trust, relatability, and hopefully showing up as a real human because you are the one standing there. You're not standing behind a logo. You're not standing behind a sea of staff or a big building in the center of the city. You are standing there. Think your story, your values, your opinions, even unpopular ones. Your personal brand is a reflection of you. Now, of course, this can work with a business brand, but I'll get to that in a sec. It's the vibe that makes people say, I just like them and I don't know why. But when people think about the work that you do, what you stand for, or the service that you can provide them, how you can help people with their solution, because ultimately that's what we're doing at the end of the day, folks. We're here to serve and to help people. They remember you over the brand that you may represent. Because we'll get into what a brand is. A business brand is its own identity. It may have the business and the subsequent business brand may be founded by you. You may be included in it, but it doesn't have to be you. Your business brand is more about what you offer, like services, products, and everything that comes with it, as well as the transformation that people can get from working. with either you personally or working with your brand, because you may have staff, you may have contractors that you work with, you may have products that you give to people or you send out to people to be able to solve their problem, but you aren't the one face-to-face working with them, getting them through their solution. Your brand is doing that work. And it can have personality, it can have flair, but it's less about what I had for breakfast and more about what problem it solves. Say, for example, a good example that I gave Eliza was I wear blue a lot because it complements my personal features, and obviously my hair at the ends is very blue. But when it comes to my branding colors, I have blue, but it's not the exact same blue as my hair or my clothes. It is orange and blue and a little bit of pink and a couple of peach colors as well. And I have these little window frames that look kind of like window frames from a computer. So it kind of frames what I do. And that's not me. I'm not a window frame. But that is part of my business brand, because the business Video Confidence Coach can help people achieve this, and it is a visual aspect of what my brand does. Yes, it is closely related to me because obviously I'm the one working in the business. But at the end of the day, my own projects, I could do projects outside of Video Confidence Coach. Say, for example, like a project that I am running at the moment called Vic Podcasters, where I help and serve Victorian podcasters with like useful tools, helpful connections, memberships, communities, all that good stuff. Yes, Video Confidence Coach is helping me do that because of resources and time and energy. But it's me doing the work as the admin, and I'm the one standing there as the founder of the Vic Podcasters to help get that point across and to help hopefully do that work. So that is the same for you, that your personal brand may help build your business, but it is you. It is separate to you. Your personal brand ultimately builds connections. People follow people. We are very emotionally driven in that way. We seek connection. We aren't very logical creatures, despite how you may feel or how some of your clients may act. Especially now, as a collective community, the world is kind of over faceless logos and stock photos. But I'm a little bit hypocritical in that I use stock photos a lot because I'm not a fan of AI images and that type of work as of yet. Your personal brand invites people into your world because they are connecting it through you, not necessarily the brand that you represent. And when it comes to representing your brand, it may come a time that I close down Video Confidence Coach and then I move on to different projects. My personal brand will come with me because my personal brand, as you can imagine, is a reflection of me and what I do and my values and my opinions, and hopefully who I am as a person delivered to you to help solve your issues about the areas that I am passionate about. So in turn, making sure that you're able to then pick that up and move to a different company. This is also a reflection for people who work in corporations or who are career people who work not necessarily in small business. Now, of course, I come from that line of work. I've been doing this my entire life. But for people who work in those corporate foundations and careers, taking your personal brand with you is not, yes, you may have worked for this company, but it's not tied to you intrinsically. People connect with people. Storytelling, lived experience, and showing up even when it's messy is what people connect with, not the big faceless company that you may have represented 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It may have shaped some of your views and how you feel about things, but that's not your personal brand. While the personal brand builds connection, a business brand, so again, moving to the business brand, builds credibility. A strong business brand says, we've got this handled. You can trust us, the collective of the business brand, because it brings the credibility to what you do. It's about systems, it's about processes, it's about consistency, clarity, and delivering results. Yes, you might be the one doing the work, but at the end of the day, it falls on the business for that credibility. It's less personality quirks and more about proving what you promised. And when going back, I know I'm a little bit flip-floppy this episode, but when it comes to your personal brand, it is ultimately flexible. or a lot more flexible than a business brand. You can pivot faster with your personal brand because, again, it is a reflection of you and your wants and your desires and your needs and how you want to serve people in your community. You can change direction. You can launch something new and evolve in the public eye, because we are never complete human beings. We are never personality complete until we're dead. And by that time, you are dead. So it's great for freelancers, coaches, creatives, even people who may not feel themselves in a creative way. Your personal brand is still your reputation, your reflection of you and the work ethic that you do. And yes, it may have been tied with the business brand that you are working with or are working with currently, but people trust you to get the job done, not the company. Yes, the company may have the credibility and the resources to back you up, but ultimately you're doing the work, at least from their point of view. Anyone who work as an extension of themselves when it comes to your personal brand, you are your niche, and that's the magic. So when it comes to business brands, because it's a lot bigger and a lot harder to pivot or a lot harder to be flexible, you can imagine that a business brand can scale without you. And that's kind of the point of a business brand, is that if you want to ever step back, take a nap, take a rest, your business brand will keep running because, again, it is this thing that is bigger than you. You may have founded it, you may have started it, you may be working in it, but to be able to say the video confidence coach, yes, that implies just me, but I have contractors, I have staff, I have people who work for me. I have people who work not just on the back end of some of my work, but also helping me work and serve the people that I want to serve. And a business brand is built to stand on its own legs, with teams, with staff, with SOPs, with clear messaging, and as you can imagine, with a lot of work put into it. But the plan is to grow without you having to be on camera 24/7, without you having to be the driving force forever. For personally, I do not intend to sell the video confidence coach, maybe in say 20 or 30 years when I'm over this shtick. But to be honest, I do not see myself selling this brand because this business brand and this personal brand are very much linked with me. And I, am okay with that. But for you and the work that you're doing, your personal brand may have different interests and different areas of focus that you want to do that's outside of almost what's something you may be able to view as a bit of a limiting business brand to what you want to eventually achieve. And that's okay. You can, because your business brand and your personal brand are separate things. So in turn, you are able to make those choices separately. So the question that Eliza ultimately had for me was, which one should I focus on? And she's going to hate me for this, and I'm going to put this in writing and send this to you later. Hi. It's honestly both. Yeah, I know you don't like it. Your personal brand builds the trust with your audience, with your potential clients, and even with your current and past clients. Your business brand delivers the goods, ticks off the list, gives the results, solving the problem of those clients. Again, the clients are the people that pay you, delivering the goods once people actually are on board. And also the business brand also provides that structure to be able to make those promises to potential clients. Because again, it's outside of you. It's bigger than you. They're not competing with each other. They're tag teaming in your success. They're working together to be able to help you build something bigger than yourself. And even though your personal brand and some personal brands may be very ego-driven, you're still working together to be able to help and serve the people who want or honestly need your help. So when it comes to starting from scratch, starting with one, grow the other, and let them support each other as you build your empire, your dream team. I know that sounds a little bit guru-ish, but ultimately giving yourself that opportunity to just keep growing, because those two things are going to be useful for you. And if you need help balancing both, or if you just feel like you're running two full-time jobs trying to manage both of these things, I have got you. The Video Confidence Coach and Zoe Wood have got you. You feel free to send me a DM or email me at zoe@vcc.training and let me know what you think or give me some details and I'll be happy to schedule some time to chat with you. I also run a plethora of products on my website, vcc.training, that can help you with that strategic branding time. And if you are just so in the weeds that you don't even know where to begin, make sure you check out my Pick My Brain sessions, where honestly, you get an hour of my time, my full attention, and, well, when I've talked to a fair few people over these past couple of weeks, actionable tips. So you're not just walking away with you're not just walking into a conversation, not expecting anything, you're walking away with actions. So thank you everyone for listening, and thank you for listening or watching this podcast episode today. Make sure you give us 5 stars on Apple or Spotify podcasts, because that helps us grow and helps more people like yourself grow your business and personal brand. Thank you for listening or watching Unboring Your Brand. You can find detailed show notes with tools, offers, and episode transcriptions. Just click the first link in the description or go to vcc.training/podcast. Get involved and ask me anything about personal branding, video strategy, or just a friendly small business chat via my email, g'day@vcc.training. That is gday@vcc.training. The Video Confidence Coach would like to acknowledge and pay my respects to the Wadawurrung people of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians of the land on which I record my podcast. I pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I stand with the traditional custodians of these lands in working towards a more equal future. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Look forward to me chatting at you next week, superstars.